Warning, this is an adult-oriented podcast about really perverse things, like communication and consent. If you're under 18 and looking for answers to questions about sex or kink, please visit scarletteen.com. For the Dude Bro listeners, this is nerdy shit. Fuck off.
Somebody help that poor submissive!
Look, up there in the sky!
It's a bird!
It's a plane?
Is that a flogger? Someone's gotta be having a good time.
As the kink signal shines brightly in the night sky, we know that there is fuckery afoot.
What kind of fucking town is this?
No worries, as they've listened to the Gotham press beforehand, so all will be safe, sane, and consensual.
Well, that's reassuring.
Right?
Yeah, but what's the Gotham Press?
What is the Gotham press, you ask?
It's about time you tell us, don't you think?
Well, I'll let the Caped Crusaders themselves educate you on that.
I'll take edging for 100.
I don't know how to get excited about edging.
You are now listening to the world-famous Gotham Press podcast.
Well, when Darkstar does it, it's sexy.
I believe it.
Hi, welcome back, Darkstar.
Hi.
Thank you for coming back to the episode. We really, really enjoy having you here. Thought about something about last episode. People enjoyed having her on it. Yeah.
Yeah, many people enjoyed having it.
That's good.
Because she brought up topics that a lot of podcasts don't. Things that people need to know.
And that is exactly what the Gotham Press strives for.
Is that what we strive for?
Strive.
Oh. Yeah, we strive for good things.
That's good.
Hey, Greedy?
Yeah,
We got a new Patreon supporter.
we do. Thank you very much for our Patreon supporters. The number is currently a number.
Yes, the number is a number.
We like numbers.
We like numbers.
Yes.
Me too.
We appreciate all the numbers we get.
Fortunately, our supporters are not numbers. We actually know our supporters. So thank you very much to all of our supporters. We're going to be doing something special for you guys very soon. I'm going to do my best to keep all your names memorized just because.
Listeners, we need to get more Patreon supporters so we can push all that knowledge into Greedy's brain.
See how
You're
many.
just trying to fuck me up, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I don't think I'm doing
need to know
anything.
their
You put this on
birthdays.
yourself.
Yeah, I did. But,
Hey guys,
yeah.
Yes.
where can you find us?
Well, you check on the show notes and you'll see all of our social media.
All of them?
All of them. Even our phone number. Hey, Lala, what's that phone number?
Oh, it's 805-303.
1173.
Freaking awesome. Our guest even knows our number.
She rocks.
Yes, she does.
She likes us or something.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to help us out, click on to patreon.com/GothamPressPodcast. Become a patron for us. If you can't do that or just don't want to, then please get on to Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher you're on and give us a rating. That helps us too.
Give us a rating, give us a review
Give us a review. That helps us even more.
on the podcast in general and on each episode that you want to.
Oh, yeah, that does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does.
Makes us more findable.
People like to relate to us.
Yeah,
We're very relatable.
I like thinking I'm relatable.
Just wait till he gets all those Patreon names in that brain.
That's all he's going to know is just the names.
I think he just called me a bitch.
No, I did not. I said
dare you,
Patreon.
Greedy.
I said Patreon.
That is our micromanager.
No.
You will respect her.
Okay. So our patrons are going into my spank bank right now.
Oh,
Is
God.
that
Ugh.
I am going to have to start bringing a crop.
I will have to start coming to more episodes.
Oh, hey,
I've got crops you
Gothamites.
can borrow.
I now have a FET.
You do. You
Yes.
do. Micromanager Lala.
Yes, so look me
Oh
up,
my
leave me a
God.
message.
I'm going to do that right now.
You should see
because
the
I-
No,
pictures.
you're
No.
not going to do that right now.
I
You
will forget.
are recording a
Oh,
podcast.
fine.
Thank you very much.
He is so horrible with that, right? We're working on it. You're working on it.
I'm working on it.
And I thank you very much.
And your profile was very good. I actually read the profile all the way.
Thank you.
Oh, you filled it out now?
I did.
Yeah.
Because I saw it last night when it was just pictures.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so also look for the one picture where I am sternly looking down saying, did I say you could play with your phone during the recording?
Yes.
That one was for you, Greedy.
Are you serious?
I am very serious.
This is great.
Do not look it up right now.
I need to check that one
Fuck
out too.
this. I am getting on FET right this second.
Anyway,
Well, while you do that, awesome. Don't you have something really awesome to share with us?
wait, do I? What do I have?
You're really excited about a movie that's coming out.
Oh, you're right. I am excited. I saw the preview for Jumanji: The Next Level. That movie looks hilarious already. I was a big fan of the remake with The Rock.
So was I. Loved it.
Yes, he's coming back. Kevin Hart's coming back. Oh, why can I not think of her name?
That pretty girl.
Yeah, I know her from Doctor Who. Amy. Something.
Amy Farrah Fowler?
No.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine?
Amy Farrah Fowler in Jumanji.
Fun with flags.
If we could get Mayim Bialik on here, that would be fucking awesome.
If you could do that, I would have a whole new respect for you.
I will
Cause
start
respect.
working on that tomorrow.
That would be impressive.
That would be very impressive.
All right.
But no, I am really excited and ready for this movie. It doesn't come out till Christmas, I believe.
About Christmas time.
About Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So, what did you think of the first one, Darkstar?
The remake?
Yes, not the
I
original,
enjoyed
the
it.
remake. Yeah.
I enjoyed it because I do enjoy The Rock in a comedy setting. He plays it very well, and Tenacious D.
Oh,
As
yeah.
Jack Black.
as
Love
a
it.
prissy female was fantastic.
Yes. The realization that she has a penis and how to use it.
Right?
Yes, fantastic.
It just makes me laugh to think about it.
I love
Greedy.
your newest picture.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Focus.
It's
Right.
the llama. It's the freaking micromanager llama.
That's right.
Greedy, put your phone down now.
I am putting my phone down.
All right. Hey, you guys, I went
Yes.
snorkeling with The Rock in Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Like actually snorkeling with The Rock? Like he went in the water with you?
Well, yeah, we were on a tour and we happened to park at his house. At his
just
beach,
randomly.
right?
I think the tour bus knew where they were
I think they
going.
did. And he was having a barbecue and we were out there and he was out there and my sister was having trouble with the snorkel and he jumped in there and was like, "Let me help you out." And he held her while she swam and made sure her little tube didn't go under the water, and then
And I'm sure your sister just had all kinds of moments with
right.
that.
and I had no idea who he was.
You just thought it was a very
I
nice
would've-
native?
I did, and
I would have died.
yeah. But we got on the bus and she was like, "Do you know who that was?" No, no.
Oh, man.
How
No,
many years ago was this?
More than 10.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so way
Oh,
back.
back
So
in his
like
wrestling
yeah,
days.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That
so
makes
that,
more sense why you didn't know
Was
who
he
he
still
was.
wrestling back
Perhaps.
in
10 years
09?
ago?
10 years ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought he quit before then.
I'm gonna fact check this.
Greedy, put your phone down. We don't need to
Oh,
fact check it right
fact
now.
check.
I am bringing a crop.
Yes,
Yes.
please bring that crowd.
And you know what? That will sound so great.
Tempt me with a good time.
I could just go get one from the dungeon, but
You could.
We're
we're
recording.
recording.
See, you have respect for the recording.
I do.
Darkstar has respect for the recording.
That's right.
I kind of have respect for the recording. Greedy, on the other hand, he has respect for his phone.
Well,
No.
Well, anyway, we're really excited for
You
the
are
second.
correct. He became a full-time actor in 2005.
Okay.
oh really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Oh, I
so
aged
I have
myself.
theater. I have theater background, but I've also worked behind the scenes for a lot of shows, and I just don't. I'm not starstruck. I don't get starstruck, so I don't care if
You don't care who it is.
I don't care who it is. It's they're
Are you on my set? You need to do some work.
right. They're just a person. They're in my way. Get out of my way.
They're in your
Yeah,
way.
please,
Right?
right?
If I'm huffing cable and you're in my way, I'm gonna keep going and run you down.
Yes.
I just imagine the
would enjoy- I would
micromanager
enjoy-
carrying a bunch of cable with like different people tangled up in, just being drug along.
Or road cases if I'm pushing road cases.
Oh, road cases are
I will
heavy.
bite your freaking ankles. Get out of my way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait. So
No, I won't really do that
hold
because
on.
that's
I need
destructive.
I need to focus on this real quick. Did the micromanager say she was an ankle biter?
Yes, but she'll just carry a crop next time and you don't even have to bite ankles.
The crop carrying ankle biter.
I've never bit an ankle.
She says that now.
but you
Yet.
could
I could.
want to bite an ankle.
Nope.
Nom nom nom.
Hey,
Anyway.
we got out way off the beaten path.
We did.
Something that I think you all care about. Jim Beam. Beam.
Did you
Bean.
say bean?
He said bean.
I did say Beam.
Holy macanoles. And I just asked you last night, do you drink? And you said yes.
I do drink. I drink Jack.
Drinks water and sodas.
Yeah, I drink alcohol too.
Lies.
Well, tell us
See.
about what's going on in Kentucky right now.
Well, Kentucky is burning.
The fish are all drunk.
The fish are all drunk. That could make a very sweet marinated fish.
Oh, good actually.
They're easier to catch.
Yeah,
Because they're floating belly
a
up.
little tipsy and floating.
You just have to take the wife beater off of them, and they're good to go.
Damn.
So what they're not telling you is that Jim Beam. No. Crap.
Kentucky is on
You gonna hurt
fire.
yourself on that one?
A Jim Beam aging facility erupted in flames. 4 or 5 days ago now, and they have been on fire ever since, and they've lost 45,000 barrels.
That's right.
There was a spokesperson that came on and gave a press release saying that it was somewhere between 0.3 and 1% of Jim Beam's overall domestic yield. So it's not like this is going to be a massive impact on Jim Beam, but the fact remains that 45,000 barrels are up in smoke. I'm curious if any of the barrels are going to survive this, because it is possible. If they do, then Jim Beam better do something fucking phenomenal with those barrels.
I'm going to tell you that those barrels are not going to survive because the fire is so hot, it's melting the lights off some of the fire trucks.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
So I really don't think any... I mean, there's miracles, but I don't foresee any of those barrels surviving this.
I kind of want some random kid or adult to come up there and just start playing "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Oh,
It was always mine.
and somebody else dressed in all punk is going to come in. I'm the fire starter. Who was the fire starter?
Yes,
God.
that'll be great.
Did they know what the cause was? Did they
As
ever
of
say?
yet, no.
Okay.
At
One of
least
their
I haven't
employees
seen
had
anything
a little
about
too much fun.
But the firefighters did an amazing job and are continually doing an amazing job because they're not letting the fire spread, and there are 3 other storage warehouses.
Oh,
And
okay.
they have not let it get to those 3. Could you imagine?
Oh,
They'd be so mad.
and then Kentucky
All
was
of the
gone.
alcoholics.
I know. It would
There'd be a riot.
Hey, did you know that Jim Beam is a part of Suntory?
Yes, I did.
I did not know that.
No?
No, and I just came back from Japan and I was drinking Suntory whiskey the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. But
So-
I didn't know that they were
For the designated listeners, Suntory is a distillery group out of Japan, and Jim Beam. I don't know if Jim Beam acquired Suntory or Suntory acquired Jim Beam. Whichever way it goes, they are one and the same. So who knows where all of this is actually coming from?
yeah, don't know.
But I digress.
Hey, did you guys
digress?
feel that earthquake?
Oh my god, that was so great.
I felt it. I was at work.
Oh, you were at work. You weren't here.
I was at work, yeah. And it was great because I'm sitting there at my desk. I feel movement. I'm thinking, what's going... Oh, it's an earthquake. Cool. Back to work.
Yeah, basically. So at the headquarters in Baco, we were having a lifestyle discussion group when the first one hit, and several people perked up real quick, all of us thinking that we were getting vertigo. And when people finally looked up at the big blue water jug and realized that the water is sloshing around too, we connected the dots and said, oh, this is an earthquake. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from New York, so I don't get those, so I don't know what to do. Everybody's like, get away from the window. Don't stand under. No.
No, I grew up in California and have experienced a lot of earthquakes. And one I remember is from my childhood, baseballs falling from shelves.
Oh, wow.
And my brother just laying on the floor watching TV, oblivious, and I'm maybe 5 or 6, and I'm freaking out, and he's not getting up, and we're all being ushered outside, and I have this like anxiety whenever the earth starts to move, and I just kind of freeze and don't breathe, and I don't know if anybody noticed last night, but I kind of just sat there and didn't know what to do.
Yeah, Lala, watch out for falling balls. Okay.
They were hard balls, too.
Hard. She said hard.
I did.
But yeah, so yesterday, outside of, what was it, Ridgecrest?
Ridgecrest.
There were a few earthquakes, several earthquakes. The first one registering a 5.4 on the Richter.
On the
second one.
The 4th.
Huh?
Oh,
Is that the one that
Yeah,
hit on the
that
4th?
was the one on the 4th. Then yesterday, several of them hit. The first one was like there was one that was a little lighter than the others, and then there was the heavier one.
okay, wait. The one on the 4th was a 6.9. at the center.
Oh.
Well, my in-laws
Okay.
live there, so, and then
Put your phone down.
by
What,
the
USGS.
okay, but then yesterday's was a 7.1. That then when it got to here, it was a 5.4, and I think that's where you're hearing that, where you're remembering
okay.
the 5.4. It doesn't matter. It was a big earthquake, and Ridgecrest's library lost all their books
The first one you
on the
said.
4th.
Yeah.
And then they had volunteers come in to help restock the books, and then we get that second big one.
And they all fell again.
Yeah, I just...
I'd be so
it's
mad.
funny,
Poor Ridgecrest.
right,
What they need to do is they need to get stabilized bookshelves.
right. And then I was sent a video from the Walmart in Ridgecrest, and it's pretty crazy.
Really?
The juices are all falling, and just this big red, purpley sea of juice filling the aisle, and you can hear the security guy at the end of the video saying, "Yeah, it looks like just so far only one person sprained an ankle."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The joys of living in
USGS
California.
What was that?
The U.S. Geological Survey has given a release this morning saying that California is at a much higher risk of even bigger aftershocks now. So everybody, just be cautious, be ready for it. Okay, have water packed away, have non-perishable foods ready to go, and have a rally point set up with your family just in case something does happen. Check in with everybody, make a plan, and if something happens, work that plan.
Most
okay?
importantly, though, listeners in Arizona, get ready for your beachfront property.
Ooh, we're gonna be an island, y'all.
You dick. Oh my God. California's about to sink into the ocean, and all you can
I
say
didn't
is,
say
"Hey,
sink.
Arizona."
We might
I didn't
float.
say sink.
I hope we float.
Why do you think we're gonna sink? Don't sink.
We all.
I
float
didn't
down
think
here.
we were going to sink. He said that.
Oh.
I just said we were going to break. We're going
I
to
mean,
break off. We're going to be
we're
an island.
already kind of floating, so we're good.
We all float down here.
That is a very scary thought. But if we float, we could drive a very special car
Oh, we
on our
could.
little island.
Oh yeah.
Because we'd actually be able to reach up and down the state with it.
That's right.
As we have to find out.
If Southern California shears off the rest of the state, then yes, they will have autonomy with the new hydrogen-powered cars.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Because we have 95% of the hydrogen fueling stations
That's right. There's 39 stations and
in the U.S.
in the U.S. and 35 of them are in California.
Yes. The other 4 we have 2 of them, which are relatively close together in South Carolina. We have one in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. In Mass. We have one in Mass, and we have one in
Massholes.
Connecticut.
Masshole. If you get onto Facebook, you can actually find a group that is called Massholes. It's people that are exclusively from Massachusetts.
I'm sure.
It's funny.
To you. Oh!
Thank you.
He's rubbing off on me. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I
I
hand
don't
you
want to
my
watch
crop.
him rubbing off on you.
Wow.
I'm
What have
okay-
you- what
I'm
have you
okay rubbing
done?
up against you?
What have you done with Lala?
They broke me.
I see.
Oh, I haven't broken her yet.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, listeners. Don't mind. Awesome. He's just being weird.
Okay, so how many miles can this new car go?
Oh, I,
Something like 300. What, 3?
Yeah, a little over
25?
300 miles on a full tank. And then I believe you were telling me that it also has a backup battery tank.
Yeah. The way I understand it is it's going to be a hybrid car. So it's going to run both off battery and off of hydrogen power. It's going to be like the Prius is right now, running off of gasoline and battery. It runs off of the liquid or gaseous fuel to charge the batteries, switches over to the batteries to get the best efficiency possible. But hydrogen engines are only going to produce water. I mean, it's not like it's going to be a huge emissions issue vehicle.
oh, okay. That's cool.
Well, that's how you get generated hydrogen. You break down water into hydrogen and oxygen, and then it burns the two, and it creates water vapor.
And this is the nerdy section.
Science, kids. Science.
Because
Science.
So is it going to be anything like the hydrogen blimpy thing? Is it going to explode and
Okay,
burn
no.
to a crisp?
No. Hydrogen fuel cells are quite a bit safer than those blimps. The Zeppelins, like the Hindenburg.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, They were filled with hydrogen. They used a metallic coating on the outside of them to keep the hydrogen in, because it was a small enough mesh that it wouldn't allow the hydrogen molecules to just dissipate out. What they failed to incorporate was a static discharge system. So as those things moved through the air, they would build up huge amounts of static electricity in these massive capacitors. Okay, the blimp itself was a big capacitor, and
So what it would do is go, bzz, and then boom.
bzz, and then the humanity.
Well, if that was full of hydrogen and it had a metal shell, well, what is a car? It's a metal shell.
You're right, but the hydrogen cell for the car is a plastic shell.
Oh.
Okay, the hydrogen is going to travel a fuel line, and there'll probably be a check valve or 70 between the cell and the engine.
But you can still get static from plastic. Have you ever
absolutely
ridden
you
a
can.
slide and your hair just poof?
Absolutely, you
Flies
can,
up.
but they're
I
going
mean,
to
mine
incorporate-
doesn't so much, but I understand what you're saying.
They're going to incorporate grounding into it, so it's not going to have that problem.
All right.
Trust, it's going to be safer than cars on the road now.
Just sounds a little scary, but
Greedy the
Yeah.
science guy.
Well, okay, so a few years back, I was watching a YouTube video, and this does tie into this show, okay? There was a guy that goes by the King of Random on YouTube, and he told us how to make a hydroxy gas generator. So basically, you're taking water, distilled water, adding in an electrolyte system, and then putting in some metallic plates that are half of them as anodes, half of them as cathodes, running electrical current through them, and it generates hydrogen and oxygen gases. You can capture those and use them. There's been several people that have attempted to make this into an automobile system that all you have to do is refill the water, and then the only explosive part is the gas line that goes from the generator to the engine. But the economy of scale is something relatively stupid. You'd have to have 400-gallon tank to get enough gas that you could actually run the vehicle off. So the fuel cell is the way to go for this.
all right. Do we still have any listeners out there? Did we lose you?
I think it's cool.
I'm going to make another hydroxy gas generator just to show you.
Well,
Please don't.
I think it's
I want to
nice.
live.
But I have a
doing
friend that
this.
works for like NASA. So
I do too. Who do you know? After the show. We'll talk after the show.
Wow. So, kids, we're nerds. It's okay.
That's
it's
right.
so fun.
Don't build explosives.
Yeah, please don't build explosives. Do not believe Greedy when he says that it's easy to do.
Yes, leave that to the greedy.
Or the professionals.
Yeah, the me.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Do we have a word of the day?
Well, we have a phrase today, actually.
Oh, a phrase?
A phrase because we have a new name for our voicemail.
So the new name for our voicemail is Candy's Sweet Box.
I mean, Kathy's great, isn't she?
Oh, we do love her for the voicemail she left for us.
Yes.
She's a very good friend of mine.
Well, yeah.
I'll have to bring her in. You guys can interview her one day.
And
I'd
we
very much like to see her
We
Sweet
would
Box.
love that.
That
yes.
sweet, sweet box.
Yes.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
That was fun.
Okay, Greedy.
That was
I
something.
totally envisioned that with like pom-poms.
Yeah.
I wish I had pom-poms.
Did you envision Greedy shaking pom pom?
I did.
Yes.
Doing the movements with the square around his pelvic area.
Okay. Did he have on the cheerleader outfit?
Yeah,
did.
in my head.
Yeah.
He did. He even had ponytails.
Aw.
This is going to be a little pink mini skirt with kind of a tube top cheerleader top.
Oh no, mine was burgundy and yellow in my head. So
Going
that-
commando.
Hold that thought real quick. Listeners, if you have artistic ability, please draw your rendition of Greedy as a cheerleader.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm going to have my own fanfic.
Oh my gosh, I want to see that so bad.
We
I
might
got
have
you.
to make this a sticker.
Yes.
oh no.
Listeners, please send us your drawings. The best one may become one of the official Gotham Press stickers.
If it is good enough, and I will be the judge of whether or not it's good enough.
no,
If
no,
it is
I
good
think-
no,
enough-
you won't.
I think
Yes,
awesome,
I will.
and I should be the judge.
I'll be impartial on this, okay? Because if it's fucking awesome art, I'm gonna make it happen.
All right then.
We'll see what happens.
If it's stick figures, I'm sorry, no. If it's something that your 3-year-old might put on the refrigerator, probably not gonna happen. But if it's decent quality art, we'll make it work.
So, just to reiterate, the phrase this episode that you're going to be sending in is going to be Candy's Sweet Box.
And that's Candy with a K. and an I.
K-A-N-D-I.
Ooh.
She already
Fancy.
She doesn't like it when you spell it wrong.
No,
I'm sure
none
she
of that
doesn't.
C-A-N-E-Y.
Does she punish people if we spell it wrong?
She might.
She probably wants to be punished. Like, you spelled my name wrong. Punish me.
If that,
No,
if
I
that
said
people
her
is a
punish.
dark enough star, then she probably would.
Speaking of Darkstar,
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
you're here for a reason.
I am here for a reason.
Oh no, there's alter egos.
There's always
If-
a reason.
Ulterior motives?
Yes, there's ulterior motives too.
If you guys listened to the episode last week, then you would know that we talked about level chasing in Awesome's definition.
Yes.
And so we thought it would be fun to have Darkstar come in and tell us what it really means.
Hi. So,
Hi there, JustADarkstar.
hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing alright, but really, how you doing?
A little dry.
We can get that fixed. Anyway, apologies. Continue.
As far as level chasing goes, it's not an actual term. It is something that I deem it as. And level chasing to me is being mostly in a DS dynamic. Bottom, top, slave, master, anything as such. What it really comes down to, it's extremely dangerous because if you are a sub and you're not really all that new, like you're not leveled up, right? And you're new and you don't know things, but you get with a dom that is extremely been into it, hits too hard, and now you are a submissive chasing the dominant and ramping up your play so much to where it can hurt you because you want to meet the needs or the level of your dom. And that to me is called level chasing. But it can also be, just as Captain said, to where there's a dom and I am one too, and now I've got to be just like that. I have to do just like that. Submissives do it a lot with slaves, where they think that's what I want to be. That's where I can do that. I really thought about this when I was fortunate and honored enough to be a demo bottom for a whipping class. And I had people ask if this person needed a demo bottom. But I had never seen any of these people play before, or they were brand new. And for the level of play that, especially with a whip, that this person was demoing, they needed somebody that could at least take the hits. And so I volunteered myself.
So you were tribute?
I was tribute, 100%. I'm not a masochist, and I do not like stingy at all. But afterwards, everybody was like, oh man, I want to really be like that. I want to do that. Like, I could do that. And I said, it fucking hurts. Like,
I like how matter of fact, like, that fucking hurts.
that's what I told them. I said, it fucking hurts. Like, you can fuck yourself up if you don't know, like, where your level of play is. And I feel that it's something that people have this idea of what they want and what they can do, and this is how it should be, and, this is the only way. And they are like level chasing themselves. It's not like that. It's just, this is the expectation that I have, this is how it has to be. And not only like, you have to realize that it's okay if that's not where you are.
True. Very true.
And people don't.
And if I could just interject and say, if you are a new submissive and you are with a dominant who has been in the lifestyle for a very long time, and they are hitting you too hard and not checking in on you, and you're trying to take it, that's not a good dominant.
Also, even if they're hitting you too hard, if they are checking in on you, because there are some times where, hey, I think that was hard. Let me check. Don't say you can take it. Say, hey, that was a bit much.
Yes.
Be honest.
Be honest with yourself, because it does happen a lot of times. Like, oh no, that was fine. But that's not, my goal isn't to hurt you. Like, tell me where your level is, and as a top, I will bring my play down.
Right. I'm there for your enjoyment as well as my own.
Yes.
I enjoy doing bad things to pretty girls, but I don't want to break them.
No. And my goal always is, as a top, is when I want them to reach subspace. That's my goal. Whether or not it takes 2 hits, no hits, or I have to beat the shit out of somebody, I'm there, but you have to tell me where your needs are. And so level chasing, is I am the sub, and this is how this person is, and so that's clearly what they need, so I'm just going to say that I can take it, when in reality, it's not what you can take.
Right.
So would you say that this is kind of like a frenzy?
I don't know if it's a frenzy or as much as this is what I think it should be within your own mind.
Okay.
Or I have to be the end all be all or anything like that. And so I don't know if it is a frenzy, but it can be. And it probably starts out that way.
Well, the way you described somebody wanting to do everything because somebody else, that strikes me as frenzy, be it sub frenzy or dom frenzy. But then when you incorporated that, you're doing it for ulterior motives, not because I want to do this, 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 but I think this is what you want. That does strike me as a little bit different than frenzy.
Yeah, because if I can hit somebody like watching, I don't know, me get beat on is different, and then people are like, oh, if I want to be with this dom, I have to be able to be at that level immediately. Or you're in a monogamous relationship, but this person's level is here and your level is here. I've even had it be the opposite way to where I was not the submissive, like I was the top, and my submissive was nowhere near what it is.
Well, either above or below what your level was.
Yes. Oh, they were brand new.
They were brand new. With that statement, what I just started to think was, it can be, as a top, you may find a submissive that you like. You may get along as people, but their level of submission, they may have been in it for years and
Yes.
may be able to take all these things. If they give you advice on something, it's usually good to take that.
Yeah.
Because
I've had it that way too.
I say
I am a switch. I do it on that way too. So it's like my last one didn't really do anything with me. Yeah.
So this brings up a memory that I have. At one point, I was single and looking for someone to play with. And a dominant that I had played with many moons ago, we used to play really rough. And I kind of got out of that because I wasn't dating anyone or being submissive to anyone. So I had lost that pain tolerance. And he asked if I wanted to play. And I know myself. And so you guys should know yourself. I just said, I can't play like you play. I can't take what I used to take. And he said that he didn't have to do it that hard. And so that's good communication.
Yes.
You just-
Communicate, please, because it is dangerous. Like as tops, or you can get really fucked up. It's not, it is a game, but it's not a game, like, because there's a lot of safety issues. That's why we have so many educational courses in whatever we do, because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I always have that conversation about what is and what is not going to happen, what you can and cannot take.
Right.
And be, as we already said, be upfront, be honest. Don't say, I think I can do that in your head and not even start that conversation with whoever you're playing with. Because if you say, I think I can, then that's a whole conversation that needs to happen.
No little engine that could here.
Yeah.
I have my own toy bag, and in that toy bag, I have a dragon's tail and a quip. So if you don't know what a quip is, it's like a whip and a crop. A flexible crop with a forked tongue type whippy thing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
for horses. Yeah. And I used to be able to take that pain. They're still in my bag, and my dominant knows that those are not playthings, but he'll take them out and lay them out just to torment me.
Mindfuckery is so fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Bravo to your dominant.
yes. I just know yourself, know your levels, and be honest, and don't be ashamed. Like that's the thing. Like, don't be ashamed to say, I can't do this, I can't take this, please, softer. Don't be ashamed of it. Even if you need it to be harder, don't be ashamed. Just be honest with everything, because that's what this all is about.
I agree 100%.
Also, even if you're in the middle of a scene, don't be afraid to use your colors. If you like something, say, hey, that's great, green, let's keep going. If something doesn't feel right, but you still don't want to stop yet, use yellow. That means, hey, let's take it back. Let's talk real quick. Give me a quick direction so I know what do I need to do with this, right? Because red isn't the only color you can use.
Well, that's true. But there's also people that don't talk, and you have to
Become
body language.
nonverbal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not nonverbal, but I forget the colors. I forget them. And so I know.
I'm looking very quizzically right now at the micromanager.
Well, because when you're in that space and you're
okay.
loving it, and then something harsh happens, and I say owie, 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 well, that's not a safe word.
It is not.
And it's not going to stop. So I have to take myself out of that and try to remember, like, what am I supposed to say? And usually it's like, I can't, I can't.
Know your bottoms, know your tops, but a lot of mine is all body language. Most of the people that I play with that I top are nonverbal. And then when I bottom, I listen to headphones. So I'm not going to be able to hear you at all if you're checking in on me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to say, with Corinne, one of her big things is she understands the colors and she respects the colors. But one of her things is that she lets people know up front, respect her no. If she says no, it's not oh no, it's no. Listen to it. And that's another thing. At the beginning, when you're negotiating, is it colors? Is it no? What is it that needs to be said? As me as a child, what do I need to listen for to understand what's going on with the scene?
Again, communication
Yeah.
is the
Safe
key.
words.
We do that a lot. We talk about communication so much.
It's so important. It's even important in the vanilla world. If you're going to have a relationship, you have to talk.
Yeah, and be honest. Don't just communicate. Like, actually be deep down,
Talk and listen.
soul.
Yes, make sure you listen.
Be honest. Be
And
honest with
understand.
yourself.
You have to listen and understand.
Yeah. I like that. With yourself as well.
You have to be
Yeah.
honest with yourself.
When we say talk to yourself, we don't mean, hey.
In the
what's
mirror?
up? Yeah.
I look fabulous today.
Well, always tell yourself that because everybody looks fabulous. I say it and I'll say it again. You're all beautiful people out there.
And
Except for that face that you're making right now, Michael Mander. That was not a beautiful face. Hey, Greedy.
Yeah.
There was something else that I thought you and Darkstar could have a good conversation about.
Uh-oh. What are we going to have a conversation about?
That thing that I just can't really relate to. It's about being a Switch. I figured you could ask.
Okay, so I'm going to
Darkstar.
switch off your mic now.
You know what, Greedy?
Is it the Nintendo Switch? Because
I have one of those.
I do too.
Oh, wow.
Are we friends on there?
Probably not.
We need to be friends on there. But still not the same type of Switch that I was talking about. Talking about being a Switch in the lifestyle.
Such a dirty word.
Wait, why is Switch a dirty word?
Because people just think it's a dirty word.
Well, because obviously I just haven't found the right woman yet. Because if I found the right woman, then I would want to be dominant exclusively.
And I will never be a true sub because I top people.
Yeah, fuck that shit. To all the dumbasses out there that subscribe to that bullshit, go suck a proverbial bag of dicks. Or a literal bag of dicks, whichever is more disgusting to you.
Bye-bye, listeners.
I
Do you
like
agree
it.
with me there?
Well, yeah, because my Switch is different than other people's. Because if I'm all like dominant with somebody, I'm always going to be their dominant. If I'm
Okay.
submissive to somebody, I'm always going to be their submissive. There is very few and far in between that I can be able to switch both headspaces and be an equal. There has been, but
I am primarily submissive to my mistress. Anybody that knows me knows that. Anybody that's been in the scene for more than about 6 or 7 years will also have seen times that my mistress and I have publicly played where we surprise everybody in the dungeon. I take control and things go different than they expect.
yes.
And I love the reactions that we get for it, and I love the play, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But again, at the end of the scene, we go back to our primary role, and it's like, how did you like that, mistress?
Well, it's true, and like I'm a very when I came into here, I did some shit that I had to deal with, and I've said that before, where I came in more as a bottom heavy Switch, but my whole life before that I was more top heavy, and now I primarily am a top. But I do enjoy my subspace. I do enjoy my rope space. It just takes somebody that I trust to actually bottom for in the scene. And since I've been in this community, it's been 3 people since I've been here. So it's 4 or 5 years, 3 people that I've bottomed for, not including tastings and, demoing. I don't count those. But I enjoy it. I think I have fun in both ways,
You look like you're having fun both ways. Although it was really hard to look at you after the whip class.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even be in there.
It was, and I had it all
hardcore.
covered up too, because like when I took off my top, it looked like I was attacked by werewolf. I never put up pictures of the aftermath, but like I was bleeding, and that was over a dress.
Yeah.
And so that's what when people are like, oh, I want to be able to do that. I can do that. I can take that. I'm like, but can you? Because it really fucking hurts.
Yeah,
Like,
I
let me
can't
tell
even
you.
watch it.
Yeah.
I really like your reaction of like, but really, you think you can? I don't think you can.
It really hurts, and it's because it's brand new people that don't seen that have like said that they don't do this, they haven't done this, you know. And
The brand new people are saying this.
yeah,
Wow.
and so that's my thing. Like, don't just jump on in, you know, like
Don't
because
think you can. No, you can't.
it fucking hurts. That shit, it will fuck you up. And so like even when were you in there when I had it clipped to my nose?
I couldn't.
Oh,
I couldn't be in there.
Yeah.
There's just certain things I can't see.
right. And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's completely fine. But I mean, it was clipped to my nose, and it was a mind fuck. But as a bottom, I knew that if I moved, I was gonna fuck myself up.
Right.
And so you just have to stand there
And
and just let it happen and hope that you don't flinch. You
Oh
know.
my goodness. Oh, even extra glad I wasn't in there. Although the presenter was freaking hot. Oh my god.
Having a moment.
That is my woman crush right there.
Isn't it though?
Damn, she's hot.
I think they're gushing a little bit greedy.
I enjoy watching them gush.
So,
I like going to the camp and she goes up into the trees and just starts whipping the trees and I just stand back and watch.
me too.
Happy memory.
Girl crushes.
As a switch,
Yeah.
do you prefer subspace or your top space?
Yes.
Okay.
I like both. When my mistress and I first got together, I told her flat out that I don't want a part of you. You know, I don't want just this. I want to know you. I want to know all of you. I want to fall in love with all of you. I don't want you to just show me this little wedge of your life. I want the whole fucking pie. Okay? If I can't have the whole thing, then we don't need to do this. I don't want it to be fake.
Greedy the pie fucker.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is your subspace and your dom space completely different?
Oh, drastically
Yeah,
different.
because I've seen you in deep subspace. You can't even stand.
Yeah, yeah.
And so how is it different for your top space?
Top space, I don't want to stop. I mean, it's polar opposite. You know, I am in control. I want to keep going. I want to see how far she can go. I want to give her all that she can take. I want to be there for her when she's coming down. I don't want it to end.
Greedy. High five.
Oh boy,
What are we high-fiving?
I have no idea.
I don't either. But okay, I
That,
high-five.
that top space, that feeling that
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
you just with this whole spiel, and you know
Well,
what?
I know, but then you say high five.
Yeah.
Okay, high five, sure.
And your subspace and your sorry, I'm moving on.
That's okay.
And your top space are they?
They are very different.
very different. Can you describe it for us?
And I have rope space, so it's all like I've got 3, and so for me, and I have writings on FET that describe where both of my subspace and my top space. So for subspace, everything is quiet, and I go when I become something else, where I become a canvas and I become a painting that I want to be, what they make me, and I give them what they want, and I want the pain and the pleasure, but as a top, they are now my canvas, and I get to make them what they want to be. They want to become something more beautiful in their mind. Let me please bring you that pleasure. I want to be able to give them what I receive out of subspace. I want them to get what they want, their release, and their whatever the hell that they need. I want to see and I want to feel them becoming something more than what they believe they are.
Nice.
This is getting deep.
Oh, yeah.
This is getting really deep.
Deeper than
pretty
ever.
deep.
Deeper than you ever had, Greedy.
Well, maybe not that deep, but
Well,
pretty damn
it's
deep.
because I'm not a sadist and I'm not a masochist. And so for me, scening is all energy play. It is complete 100% for me energy play. And to be able to feel and read, to know, hopefully, and then afterwards when they come down, I've been very fortunate to where the people that I play with don't have what, people call like sub drop.
Hey, Darkstar?
Yes.
Real quick for the listeners, what's energy? What are you talking about? The whole energy play?
So if I am, okay, let's just put it this way. If you are fucking somebody and they are laying there like a dead log,
Dead fish?
are you getting anything out of that?
No, not at all.
There it is. It is all for me. I need the responses. I need the energy. And so as a bottom, you give a lot of it. And so we take a lot of it. And then afterwards, your aftercare, we have to give all that back.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an exchange. It is watching somebody's body tremble and knowing that you did it. And so they're already giving off your energy and you have to give it back to them. Oh yeah, scening with me is fun. So I've heard.
I've topped a couple times. I've even topped Greedy. And there was a time that I hit him really hard with a flogger. And I think I got, because we do a number system, and I think I got like a 7 or an 8.
You got a 7.
I was so excited that I did that. But then my excitement got me all jacked up, and then I hit him in the hip, and
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'd like to give a little caveat here. Every time she strikes you, she apologizes.
Not every time.
So if you're gonna top, do we just put like a gag in your mouth?
Oh my! Could you imagine?
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. That needs to be a scene. I need to be topped and made to top.
Yes. I like this.
That would be fun.
This could be a great scene.
It could be a thing.
We need to talk to my mistress.
Okay.
The
I
better
just
you
need to
perform
watch.
on me, the better she performs on you.
Oh, like a train?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of it that way, but that's okay too. I like that. Oh yeah. If I get punished for doing a bad job, right? Like if I hit you wrong, then I get punished. So then I want to do a better job.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And
okay.
if you do a good job, then she does something that you like.
Oh. I like it. All
This
right.
could get hot.
Could get very hot. We totally went off the switchy
Oh yeah,
topic,
no,
didn't we?
it's
But
fine.
I like
I think
Hey, wait. No, this ties in directly to
Yeah.
the switchy topic
was like,
because
this was
you're
so
talking about
switchy.
topping and being topped at the same
That
time.
is true.
That is the epitome of switch.
Yeah, like tonight I am supposedly going to bottom and then I have to go into a top scene.
Is that hard for you to do?
It's easier for me to top first and then bottom, but I have a real big block, so I don't really get subspace right now. So I should be okay,
Okay.
you say tonight. Is there some sort of a party or something going on tonight?
maybe.
Party.
So, and a lot of people, like I usually just top, but I might bottom tonight.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
have to keep an eye on you so I can come watch. I can honestly say I've never seen you bottom.
Yeah, well, because the people that I do bottom for are at a sack, so
Okay.
it's hard for them to come down here when, every time they're supposed to come down here, they go to the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's all bad.
but I love them.
Yes, and great.
They're fantastic. Yes, so
Hi, Mistress.
Yes.
Hi, Mistress Lala. Hi, Mistress Micromanager Lala.
Hi.
Hi. I think we're getting to the point.
To the point of.
Did you all?
No return.
I was like, do you all feel that? Really greedy?
well, I think it'd be good for if your listeners were to write questions that they want to actually ask a switch or a dom or something, if that's what you are saying.
Hey, listeners, what you should really do is write to us either on our email or on our Discord or any of our social media, really. Just get in contact with us and we'll ask your questions. We'll try to answer them.
There is a Discord channel on Gotham Press for Question of the Day, and you could do it there, perhaps?
Sure. Or if you want to, you can always ask in the spoiler room or the public works even.
Public Works. Or you can also just message Micromanager Lala on FET, and I will get back to you.
You know,
Was
in
there
our
a question of the day?
No, we don't have a question of the day.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't a question of the day. It was the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was
Candy's Sweet Box.
There you go.
Candy sweet box. What
What
are you
is- why are you growling?
growling?
Because I like growling.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to say he forgot to turn the mics on again. Oh,
Don't call him out like that.
hey.
He can edit that.
But he won't.
But
He's
he
going to
won't.
leave that in there.
Sure will.
Just to see what Greedy puts up with.
He's rubbing off on me. I'm really sorry.
I don't want to see
Will you
that.
stop that?
Stop rubbing her.
Yeah.
I think that this is the point where we need to say goodbye to all of our listeners.
So
Thank you for
long,
having me. I
farewell,
appreciate it.
auf Wiedersehen,
Thank you for being had. We
goodbye.
appreciate you.
The
Thank you.
sun has gone to bed and so must I.
Thank you. Yes.
Nice.
Darkstar, it was great having you on again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. Even though you can't hear me ever.
Well, we enjoyed having you.
Well, we enjoy you, and we're hoping that with the new mic that everybody can hear you just fine this go
Yeah,
around.
Mike.
All right. Does anybody have any last thoughts?
Final thoughts, Greedy?
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
I can understand that. Don't be a dick.
Lala, final thoughts?
Oh my goodness. Drink Jim Beam often. And if you
It's flammable.
Ooh.
if you are a top or a bottom wanting to try the opposite, go for it. Don't let anything dumb people say hold you back.
Darkstar, what about you? Final thoughts?
Being a switchy bitch is fun.
Agreed. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, as for me, this was a great episode. As I said, we always enjoy having you, Darkstar, and having her and having. Oh, wait, sorry.
And watching me and going,
Exactly.
she don't fuck.
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy. But as always, listeners, hey, it was great. We enjoyed being here and entertaining you. When you go out there and you do play, always don't break your toys. You want them to come back.
Be safe.
Yes, definitely be
honest.
safe. Listen to the words that are said. Hey, I think I may be able to take this. Does that mean do it? It means talk about it.
That's right. Communication.
All right.
Anything else? Get off your phone.
Damn.
I'm putting in my list.
To-
Bring a crop.
Do you see?
take-
do
no,
you see how
take
he's
Greedy's
like
phone away from him.
strategically placed the
I
computer
can't-
in front of
I
him
can't
so that
take
she
his
can't
phone. He
see?
needs the show notes.
He's got a computer in front of him.
Well, I don't think he'd let.
I've got a computer in front of me that I can do all of the stuff on my phone on as well. So, like...
Text.
So what you're saying is I need to restrain his hands during the recording.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You need to get permission for that.
Oh, I'll
We
get
can-
permission.
We can talk to your mistress.
I know her really well.
Okay, we're devolving
I know
now.
how well you know her.
You have no idea how well I know. Well, you probably do.
Yeah, I
huh?
do.
Anyway.
I do.
All right, listeners.
Yeah, have a good
Thank
one.
you for listening to the Gotham Press. It's been great having a good time with you. With that, we are out.
Bye.